On June 5, 1960, a picnic turned deadly at Lake BDOM in Finland, where three teenagers were brutally murdered in a shocking crime that remains unsolved to this day. What happened that night still sends chills down the spine. Welcome back in the
new episode of Whispering Darkness. Today, we're diving into one of Finland's most infamous unsolved murder cases, the Lake BDOM murders. Picture this. It's a warm summer night in June, and four teenagers are camping by the serene Lake BDOM, just outside of Helsinki. But what was meant to be a fun weekend getaway quickly spirals into horror when three of them are found dead, leaving one survivor. The victims were two girls, 15-year-old Anna, 18-year-old Mar, 18-year-old, while the sole survivor,
a boy named Risto, faced the trauma of the night alone. Let's explore this chilling story, shall we? So, what led up to that fateful night? To understand the Lake BDOM murders, we need to get to know the victims a bit better. Anya, Marja, and Nils were typical Finnish teenagers, full of life and excitement. They set out to enjoy a summer night filled with laughter and adventure, but as night fell, things took a dark turn. On June 5th, the group pitched their tents near the lake, enjoying a peaceful evening. But around 4 a.m., something horrific happened. When the sun rose, the tranquility of the lake was shattered. Risto, the only survivor, was found with severe injuries, but he managed to tell authorities what he could remember. He reported hearing strange sounds and voices that night, but the details were fuzzy, leaving investigators with more questions than answers. The initial investigation was chaotic, with various theories circulating about what might have happened. Some speculated it was a random attack, while others believed it could be someone they knew. Now let's talk about the moment everything changed, the discovery of the bodies. When police finally arrived at the campsite, they found the tent slashed open, and inside, the horrifying sight of the three teenagers' lifeless bodies. Anya and Marja were brutally attacked, while Nils had also succumbed to his injuries. Risto was in shock with cuts and bruises all over his body, indicating a fierce struggle. The chaos that followed was intense. Investigators combed the area for clues, but there were hardly any to find. No murder weapon was ever identified, and bizarrely, there were no signs of a struggle outside the tent. It was as if the killer had vanished into thin air. The media went wild with the story, with headlines blaring about the Lake BDOM massacre, and Finland was gripped with fear. The police faced immense pressure to solve the case quickly, but as days turned into weeks, it became clear that they were running out of leads. As rumors spread, some locals even speculated that the murders were linked to the area's dark past. There were whispers of a mysterious man seen near the lake that night. But who was he? This was the beginning of a long, twisted tale filled with unknowns and eerie coincidences. As the investigation continued, numerous theories emerged. Some people pointed fingers at Risto, the sole survivor, claiming he had motive and opportunity. Others believed the killer was a stranger lurking in the woods, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Over the years, several suspects were named, including a man who was previously imprisoned for unrelated crimes. Despite multiple suspects and theories, the case remained cold. There were even attempts to reopen the case decades later, fueled by new forensic technology. In the 2000s, DNA testing was conducted, but still no definitive answers came to light. The mystery surrounding Lake BDOM continued to haunt the Finnish public, and various documentaries and books have been produced, each presenting different theories and perspectives on what really happened that night. The lack of closure has kept this case alive in the public's consciousness, with many still fascinated, trying to piece together the puzzle. What really happened that night by the lake? Was it a crime of passion, a random act of violence, or something more sinister? The Lake BDOM murders have left a lasting impact on Finnish society and have become a part of the cultural lore. The unresolved nature of the case continues to spark discussions among true crime enthusiasts and casual viewers alike. Families of the victims still seek answers, and the eerie atmosphere surrounding the lake is a constant reminder of the tragedy that unfolded. As we wrap up, it's clear that the Lake BDOM murders are more than just an unsolved case. They are a haunting mystery that lingers in the shadows of history. The chilling fact that the killer has never been found leaves us with so many questions. Who was responsible for such a heinous act? And will we ever know the truth? All right, folks, that's a wrap on the Lake BDOM murders. But I want to hear from you. What do you think happened that night? Do you have any theories about the identity of the killer? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're hooked on unsolved mysteries like I am, be sure to check out my next video where we dive into another chilling case. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more spine-tingling stories.